Before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is a great way to buy Rocket League items and credits on any platform at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, if you're familiar with the channel, you would have known that I've been doing a Nothing to Something series where I trade from nothing to the alpha cap in Rocket League, and we've been going for ages now. I believe we started on the 8th of October, and today I'm just going to be going over some of my best trades and just showing you what over 2,000 hours of trading actually gets you in Rocket League. But before we get into that, I'd like to mention we're currently giving away a Titanium White Octane in the Discord server. The link is in the description if you do want to join up. You'll have to type like 10 times to enter the giveaway, as there is a level requirement, but after that you can enter as many giveaways as we put out, and we've recently passed 5,000 members, so again, thank you so much for the insane support on the channel and in the Discord server. So it has been exactly 96 days since I started this series, which equates to 2,304 hours, so quite a lot more than 2,000 hours. Now, right now my inventory is pretty stacked. We have a ton of items, including Octanes. There's a White Octane in there as well, White Standard, White Zombas, loads of White Fenix, and exactly 104,725 credits. And I did do this video about a month ago, and I believe the inventory was around 85,000 credits. We've made a ton of progress since then. We've had some of the best trades that we've seen in the entire series, and hopefully in this video I can not only show you the trades that I've been doing, but also how you can get as much profit as I've been getting, because I know I've been going for over 2,000 hours, and it will 100% take you a lot of time and effort to build an inventory the size of what I've currently got, but it is definitely possible. And a lot of you aren't going to be going to an alpha cap. A lot of you want to maybe go to a White Octane, a White Fennec, White Zombas, just an item that you really want, and do like sort of a smaller Nothing to Something of what I'm doing, which is really good, and I'd highly advise you do it, because if you're into Rocket League trading, it is very fun. So yeah, in a minute I'm going to be going over my best trades, and more precisely the best methods to follow which will get you the most profit. But yeah, as it stands, we're roughly on episode 63. I'm not really too sure when this video is going out, but I do believe it should either be around episode 62 or 63, and the inventory is worth almost 150,000 credits. So yeah, we've equated quite a lot, and I have to say, in mainly the last week, Octanes have been so good for making profit. So this is definitely an item you want to be looking into if you want to make a lot of profit. And on any platform, it doesn't matter what platform you're on, if you can buy an Octane for anything below the minimum value, you are basically guaranteed to make profit. And I know the White Octane is currently dropping. I actually use this to make a little bit of profit myself, but Octanes such as Forest Green, Orange, Grey, particularly the cheaper ones, are really good to flip for profit. On Xbox, they're mostly valued at around 400 to 500 credits, and I can find quite a lot of the time I'm picking them up for 300 and then reselling them for either 450 or 500 credits. And a lot of the time recently, especially, I've been able to sell them for their max price, meaning I'm getting maybe 200 credits profit per Octane, which adds up, and I've probably bought over 10, 15 Octanes recently, which have probably gotten me around 2,000 credits alone. And that is sort of an example of the best method, in my opinion, right now to make profit, which is buying high demand items for a little bit below their minimum value and selling them on really quickly for anywhere between 100 and 250 credits profit most of the time. If you don't know what a high demand item is, it's just an item that a lot of people are looking for, therefore it's going to be easier to sell. This also will mean that it's going to be quite hard to buy, because if somebody knows that a lot of people are looking for the item that they're selling, then they're unlikely to sell it for below the minimum value. Hopefully that makes sense. If it just sounds like I'm waffling to you, leave a comment down below. I'll make sure to reply, because I'm always looking to help out people that are struggling with trading, because I do know that right now trading is very difficult for a lot of people. People have always commented on my videos saying that when they try and buy an item, people never sell it for below its minimum value, and I'm now getting this comment more than ever, so it's definitely something that I'd like to address, and I feel like it's just going to be perfect in this video. And there are a few tactics that you can use to get someone to go below the minimum value on their item and sell you their item for cheap. One of these methods is just saying to them that the market is very dead at the moment, and therefore their item won't sell that easily, and this is very, very effective. I use it myself, because a lot of people do struggle to sell their items no matter what item it is. A lot of people struggle to sell Octanes, Fenix Standards, some of the items that I can sell on pretty much instantly, and they're struggling just because they're not very very experienced with trading. They don't know the proper methods to sell on an item quickly, which I will also go through later on in this video, how to sell your item quickly. And just telling someone that the market is dead might encourage them to sell their item for below their minimum value. Other players might just disagree with you. They might be more experienced with trading and believe they can get a better offer elsewhere. And if this happens, just move on and just try and make sure to message as many people as possible, just so that you have a lot higher chance of finding someone that is willing to actually sell their item for below their minimum value. Now, the other method for getting a good deal is lowballing a ton on your first offer. For example, if you were trying to buy maybe a Grey Octane on Xbox, which is currently valued at 400 to 500 credits, you might offer 200 credits just as your first offer, and then chances are the other player will decline this pretty much instantly, as it is just a terrible offer. And then if not, you can buy it for 200 if they do accept, and you can get really easy profit that way. But if they do decline, then what you can do is slowly add to your offer, maybe offer 250, then 300. That will make it seem like a lot better deal than it was, because your original offer was so much less. And then if you do pick it up for this amount, you can move on. And then right now, because Octanes are selling for around 450 to 500, or the Grey Octane rather, which is selling for around mid to max price, you can get a ton of profit on that item. Just from my experience, the best items right now to make profit is white standards, or just standards in general, but the white one is what I've made a lot of profit with. Painted Octanes are really good, especially the cheap ones. If you can underpay maybe 100 credits for a cheap Painted Octane, you've got a ton of profit, basically guaranteed. Yeah, I've been buying Crimson Octanes, Sky Blue Octanes for investments, but right now it's probably not too much of a great idea because they might drop like the White Octane. White Zombas were also good, but right now they're also dropping, so maybe stay clear of those. On Xbox, I'm not sure about other platforms, but Black OEM have been really good, because even though they're hard to sell, a lot of people have quick sold me their Black OEMs and I've made a ton of profit. But right now I'd highly suggest basically every painted standard and definitely the cheap Painted Octanes. And one thing I did want to go over, which I said earlier, is actually how to sell these items. Now, if you do pick up any of these items, really good, they're going to be high demand, so they should sell on pretty quickly. If you have an Xbox, you will also have access to the Xbox Looking For Group community section, where there's loads of traders buying and selling items literally all the time, so that's definitely a really good place to list up your items. Only Xbox players have this, but if you do want to list up a post on there, maybe say have Pink Octane worth 700 credits or an item overpay, which is the mid value right now for the Pink Octane. Also, it is good to say or item overpay, because if somebody doesn't have the amount of credits but they desperately want the item, then you can get a massive item overpay, which you can then go on to sell for more credits. But if you're not an Xbox, you will still have access to both RL Garage and RL Trading Post apps. Just get them on your phone. I believe RL Garage is also a website, so you can just search it up on any search engine. But on both of these apps, you can list up the items that you have and also the credits that you want for these items. For checking prices, make sure to always go to rlinsider.gg to search it up on Google or something. Make sure to select the right platform, and a lot of the time you're probably looking to sell items for their minimum value and buy for anything below that minimum value. I wouldn't buy anything for its minimum value right now, because with the current state of the market, it is pretty hard to sell any item on. And I have to say that if you are on Xbox, you are very lucky, because we probably have the biggest trading community and also the easiest way to both buy and sell your items. So you are very privileged. That's why I trade on Xbox. I just think it's the best platform for doing this. And if I was on any other platform, I don't think there was any way that I would have been able to trade for over 2,000 hours and not get extremely bored, or have just not made basically any progress. But anyway, do let me know how your trading journey goes. I'm always interested to see what trades you are doing, how much profit you're making, so make sure to leave a comment down below. We're also going to be trying to go for 200 likes on this video, so please do make sure to drop a like if you haven't already. Do join the Discord if you are looking to join any giveaways or just be a bigger part of the channel. But anyway, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Comment 2,000 hours down below if you have watched this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Looking for the love inside me.